I voted for Kamala. Everyone tried to make me feel gay. Don't clap. I didn't want to. I know, and it doesn't make a difference. Everybody's like, white dudes for Kamala, you gay? I'm like, dude, you voting for a dude. That's gay. Like, pull up your phone right now. Pull up your phone. Look up gay, Trump supported. That's the first picture that's getting shown. Be some dude wearing a soccer jersey with the nipples cut out. Going like, God damn it, Obamacare ruined my life. Voting in general it feels pointless because it is. But they tell us we got to keep doing it. It's like foreplay, you know? When do I get to see some results out of this? It's a mess. It's a mess because nobody wants to talk about politics with other people. And I know you guys came out here to have a good night away from all that, and I'm sorry. But here's my thoughts about Palestine. I don't got shit to say about that. My agents are not Palestinian. I'll just say that. Would you making jokes right there? I think so. Nubian. Felt like doing a Watto impression for no reason. Yes, they went in there and they took care of them. Who? Not just the men, but the women and the children too. Political violence is not funny. It's hilarious. You have to... That's the only way we gonna break. We in a bitch cycle right now. Have you felt it? You go outside, you go, it smell like bitch out here. It didn't smell like this yesterday. It's like, you know how it's cold right now? It hasn't been cold in 42 years, and we've had every season in 3 days. Shit is just happening, and it's happening fast, and we just gotta go home and pretend that shit didn't happen. Yeah, I saw a pigeon get married to a squirrel today, and then they had a deal at Trader Joe's. It was nice. How much? We gotta like live with so much shit because we have a little flashlight that we look at right when we take a shit. It's called a phone. I knew you guys were confused. You're like, I don't know flashlight. I don't even got no Duracell. Every morning we wake up and we shit and we look at the fucking whatever autistic Darth Vader turned Twitter into. If you have autism, I'm not scared of you. You get close, I'll just do this. You know what's fucked up? What's more fucked up than making fun of someone with autism is when people assume you have it your whole life. I'll be like, why do I like this so much? Yeah, it's the autism, dog. Turns out I'm just weird. I come in sinks. I don't know if that's autistic. I tried to write that shit off like it was autistic. There's a lot of autistic write-offs that don't need to be there. I don't think everybody has autism. Yeah. You do. You are not picking up on the social cues part at all, my brother. You're autistic? I'm sure you are. I said, yeah, I know. That's what the fuck I'm talking about. Mostly white. Autism is a white thing.
I'm not white.
You're annoying. What are you?
Indian, no Salvadorian.
Oh, so you're the reason that I voted for Trump. Indian and El Salvadorian. I love the Salvadorian people. Look at them. You got fucked up prisons in El Salvador, right?
I don't think so.
Yes, you do. They got rid of all the gangs and put them in one booty house. I watch it on CNN. I work on the road. Sundays on the hotel, I can watch 2 things. Football. Do I look like a football guy? I don't know what the fuck a 4th down is. That's gay shit in my ears. I'm seeing them do this. I'm like, this is not for me, man. Let's swim or some shit. The only reason I know that is because people think I'm Spanish all the time. People walk up to me speaking Spanish. I didn't know she had to translate this one. But me as a sign language interpreter personally can't stand Spanish people. always thought the bestly named cleaning product was Spick and Span. All right, Merry Christmas. It was a rough year. I feel like everybody I know had the worst year of their life. And then people who had a good year don't say shit about it. Like, yeah, me too, man. It was... Whew. You ever hear about property taxes? My God. I had to go to rehab this year. It wasn't even my choice. You know how fucked up you gotta be for people to be like, the only way to save your life is rehab? And I was like, well, I could jump out this window. That would save me from this conversation. And my manager was like, if you don't go to rehab for 30 days, you gotta end the tour. And I'll be honest, she's a bitch, but she's not. She's 25. Everything's life or death. If I'd won too many drinks and I shat my pants outside of a church in Chicago and I got into a fight with the Phillies mascot and she had to fly across the country to bail me out, that's part of growing up. I don't care if I'm 4 years older than her. Sent me to rehab. She lives in LA. She flew from LA to New York to send me to rehab. Buzzed the door for like 25 minutes. I thought it was one of those New York crackheads who just buzz your doors forever, being like, shit, you gonna open at some point. And eventually I opened the door and it was her, and I was like, Will Smith, Mom, Dad, how was the trip? And then she was like, we have to talk, which nobody does, theoretically. Like, no one has to talk. So if they go, we have to talk, you fucked up. And you ain't gonna be doing a lot of talking either. You're just gonna sit there and go, I don't know what I was thinking. Maybe I do have a problem. My father had a problem. It was shitty parenting. I went to rehab for 1 day. That's how good of a student I was. They were like, he got it, he's good. He's out here queefing sobriety. How's that look like? It's like two butterflies scissoring each other. You guys like jokes and then you draw a very weird line in the sand. I'll be like, queef, 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 and you're like, I didn't like that butterfly joke. I love the very hungry caterpillar. Rehab, I didn't like them. They were kind of dicks. I didn't like the way they talked to me. They were very strict. I walked in late, and they were like, he knows the rules, right? And I went, he's right here, ask him. Not a good first day in rehab. And I was like, I could do this for 30 days. It's no problem. Then I found out that they piss test you. And I was like, well. What's fucked up about it is they make you sign a waiver that says you won't smoke weed or do anything. I was like, I can go 6 weeks not drinking, standing on my head. That's how my mom did most of her pregnancy. And so I was like, all right, yeah, cool, I can do all that, but I have to smoke weed. I have to. You ever wake up and you go, I need to defrost. My defrost is smoking 3 blunts. I'll get so high I'm not even hungry anymore. I'll just be tasting my own breath. I'm like, watching Kathy Lee and Hoda make cake pops or whatever the fuck. I'm like, Not even Kathy Lee, the Bush criminal's daughter. Jenna, yes, yeah. Jenna Bush, her dad was George Bush. And that never comes up on the show. Even on Veterans Day, which I feel like that's the time to maybe say sorry. Like, you know, he lost both of his legs in Afghanistan. Hoda should be like, and how did he do that, Jenna? Sorry. That was true, it wasn't funny. But this is true and funny. Rosa Parks' husband owned a car. You're the worst echo I've ever heard in my life. You're like an echo if it was a chihuahua that was left behind as a stepchild. She did, guys, I was there. I saw the whole thing. I forgot what the fuck I was even talking about. They took her.